Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for another unboxing. I guess you can call this an unboxing. This is more of a package arrival. This is something I've been waiting on forever. So happy to finally have it. I went ahead and had my wife open this and sort through what is in this box. I have actually not looked at anything yet. I just wanted to kind of get a lot of it unwrapped that way to cut down maybe some time in the video. But this is my grading submission from October from HCGS Grading. There's some Yu-Gi-Oh!, some Pokemon, and some wrestling stuff in here. So really excited to get this open and see what the grade results were of all of these cards. It's a pretty big submission. I think it was about 40 or 45 cards, but some really cool stuff. So I'm really excited to get into it. So let me go ahead and open this up, and what I'll do is I will pull out the slabs and I will stack them up separately. Let me get some of this bubble wrap out of the way. Probably should have had her take that out too while I was at it, but that's fine. But I'm going to put the cards upside down. That way I cannot see the grades until I turn them over. That way you guys can kind of get the same experience I'm getting. Let me adjust my camera here just a little bit. And then of course also I will be, I'll put some of them up on some stands as well. That way to kind of show them off a little bit as we go along. But I'm pretty excited to go through these, see what the results were. I did not check over my results sheet that was attached to it from my account. So we will keep that in mind. There's one card in here that, oh, and there I go dropping a slab. That's not good. Sorry, I'm trying to do this over the camera, off camera. There's one that's not in a slab, so I guess we'll have to see what that is. So I'm trying to do this over the camera in a weird position, so it's not going as well as I would like, but that's fine. So far, all of them look good from the back side of the slabs. No cracks or any damage, so I already called that a win. But okay, well, let's go ahead and get to it. I'm here again adjusting the camera. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and look at this one right here. This one is, okay, so this one is my Zack Ryder Auto Relic card from Undisputed. So it looks like they did grade it. So basically a 10, but because it's not in a slab, they didn't give it a grade. It's a little confusing, but I mean, I kind of expected that kind of grade with this card, obviously. Definitely one of the favorite ones in my collection. Numbered at 25. Zack Ryder Auto from Undisputed, very cool. They did at least, you know, they didn't label that it was an auto, so I wish I would have put autograph shirt relic or something like that, but that's fine. I should have expected that. I know some companies have a hard time grading the cards that are closer to that 100-point range, so who knows what the deal was, but that's fine. It happens. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this pile first. There's some kind of baggie in it, so we'll see. Okay, so the first card here is going to be the Breakpoint Booster promo Pikachu, which I actually really like this one. This one came as kind of like the little bonus card that would be inside of some of the little blister packs. So I really do like that, but 8.5, not terrible. Good centering. Got dinged on the edges a little bit, which I know sometimes on the promo cards that are packed like that inside the blisters, it can be a little hard to get those with good edges on just because of the way they're packed in there. But not bad. I do like the slabs very clean, so I do like that. In fact, I think I will maybe try to sleeve up these while I'm at it, at least. Maybe try to get two birds with one stone knocked out. But yeah, I can't complain. 8.5 is not the best, but at the same time, on some of those blister promos, it's really hard to get super high scores on those. All right, so this one is going to be, okay, so this one is my Joe Burrow Panini Select. This one is the Silver Prism, which I really like that one. It's a pretty nice card. Got us a 9. Good centering, good edges, good corners. Surface apparently has some issues, but you can see it. There's a little bit of a divot right there. Looks a little bit of a scratch right there. So that is a thing. But really nice card, though. Really was kind of rushing to get this one graded as soon as I got it, because I don't collect a lot of football, but this one I really, really liked this card a lot. So pretty happy to have it. And to get it at a 9, I will take it. Not too shabby. Go ahead and... There we go. All right. Oh, we got ourselves another football. We got ourselves a Trevor Lawrence Orange Ice from Draft Picks. That's 8.5. Everything looked great except for surface, which again, I know lately I've had a lot of issues with Panini cards having, issues with the surface in terms of scratches and things like that, just fresh out of the pack. So that does hurt a little bit. Probably like some print lines, things like that. Overall, nice card. I do like this one. If anything, could be something that I potentially maybe resubmit, possibly to another grader. I don't really see the scratches or print lines, so I'm hoping maybe they didn't confuse for the breaks in the Orange Ice as being a surface issue. Otherwise, it looks great. So who knows, maybe something I end up resubmitting eventually. All right, next we've got Legendary Exodia Incarnate. Got ourselves a 7.5 on that. That's a bit of an ouch. This one I had bought through a secondary seller. Wasn't anything I pulled pack fresh, so I guess I can't be too surprised on it having not as great of a score on it. I'm surprised it got 10 on the edges and corners. That's a little surprising. The surface it got dinged on, which again, I'm not really seeing too much on the surface as far as any real issues with it. And maybe there's something I'm not seeing. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. That's a little questionable. I feel like a 7 on the surface on that seems a bit harsh. I mean, especially considering I'm not really seeing anything substantial for surface wear, as far as like scratches or anything. It kind of makes me wonder what the deal is on that, because I mean, it looks pretty clean, all things considered. I mean, I don't even see any indentations or anything on it either. That's very odd. All right, on to the next one, and we've got ourselves Exodia the Forbidden One, the Head of Exodia. This is from the Legendary Decks, its first edition. It got us a 7 on this one. Looks like we did okay on everything just about, except for surface again, which we got a 6.5. Yowzer on that one, which I can see a little bit of a fleck right there. So, I mean, that's one thing. But the foil doesn't look to be damaged or scratched. No scratching on the lettering, it seems like it. Back doesn't appear to be too bad either. I can see something that looks like maybe a warp right there, but I think that may actually just be the sleeve inside, not necessarily the card. Okay. Well, hopefully this is not going to be a case where we get a bunch of dings on surface, because that's going to be a bit of an ouch if out of 40 cards we have a bunch of cards that get dings over surfaces, because then that might bring that into question, but we'll see. All right, next card, we've got ourselves Takraminos. This is actually one of the original McDonald's Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I did submit the entire set of that original McDonald's set, which these I did not expect to get real high grades on, because these cards basically came in little packages and Happy Meals, a lot like the most recent Pokemon cards. And when they're distributed like that, it's really hard to get these things, or any card like that, really, in just a really solid, great condition, just because of how they're packaged. But this one's not bad. We got a solid 9 on it, which I'm very surprised by. But I do like the Takraminos. It's a very, very cool card. It and the Millennium Shield from that set, probably 2 of my favorite cards. So not bad on that one. All right, next we've got ourselves Leg of Exodia, also from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Gold set. Looks like we did good on everything except for surface again, which I can see a little bit of a ding on the foil by the foot right here. Other than that, though, I'm not really noticing anything too substantial. Nothing that would probably merit a 7. Possibly a scratch right there, but like I said, not the little weird divots and stuff I'm seeing. I mean, those should be just that sleeve that it's setting in, not necessarily the card. If the card had dings that big in it, I don't think I would have been sending it in to have it graded. All right, so there we go, 7.5 on that one. All right, so we're moving on to some Pokemon. There we go. We got a Rocket Zapdos from Celebrations. I got a 9.5 on it. Which, yeah, the centering seems to be a little bit off on it. Seems to be a little shorter on the right than on the left. Seems to be pretty much the same way on the back as well. The left border is thinner than the right border. All not bad. I think probably this one probably should have been able to still squeeze out a 10. I don't think the centering is off that much to dock it a full point. Not to mention, if you're getting 3 10s and a 9, like that should still qualify it as a 10 at least. It is what it is. I'm not a grader, so I guess I can't say anything, but still not bad. Cool card. I love Rocket Zapdos. Probably one of my favorite cards from that Celebration set. So, very, very cool. Really dig that. Next up, we've got ourselves Dark Piercing Light from the McDonald's promo set. This one has got a solid 8 on it. Again, everything looked really great except for surface. We got a 7.5 on. And again, man, I don't know. Some of these service checkoffs are starting to become a little bit questionable because, I mean, the light's hitting it. And as you can see, I mean, unless there's something that I'm just not noticing, I mean, it seems pretty clean. And the back of it, it's a hair or something. And my wife's hair must have got in there. Oops. Yeah, I mean, the surface on this thing looks pretty good. I mean, I'm not really seeing anything of note surface-wise, so, All right, well, there's Dark Piercing Light foil from the McDonald's set. Pretty okay shape. Pretty solid grades on it, honestly. Like, I think this one should have been at least a 9 for sure. All right, moving on. And we've got ourselves a Greninja. Seem to get dinged on corners, which I can kind of see that a little bit on this one. This upper left corner, this is one of the promo cards from Celebrations. And again, kind of the same situation when you deal with some of these separately packaged promo cards that are in like little individual sleeves. Sometimes you can't really get those in the best of conditions just because of how they're placed inside the box they're stored in. But yeah, still a cool card. I do love this reprint. Very nice card. So I will take it. Really do like that one. All right, next up we've got Mewtwo EX from Celebrations. 9.5, not bad. So we got dinged on centering and surface. So here we go with the surface stuff again. The centering I can definitely see is a little bit off. Left side is a little bit thicker than the right side. Top and bottom actually looks pretty even. The back, left margin is a little bit thinner than the right margin, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, I feel like that one probably should have been, I mean, at 9.5 I think is still fine. But again, it kind of begs to differ of why, if it's 2 9s and 2 10s get you 9.5, why 3 10s and a 9 still doesn't get you a 10. So that's a little odd. I don't know. I may just have to just send some emails out and just ask some questions. Like I said, not a professional grader, so maybe there's something I'm not aware of that's a thing, but who knows. Still pretty happy with the grade, though. Can't complain. A lot of these Pokemon cards were basically from pack to top loader more often than not. So, all right, so the next one, we've got the Cosmic Eclipse Full Art Pikachu card, which I love this card. I believe I sent in 2 of these. Overall, not too bad on the grade. I kind of expected one of these to have a slightly lower grade than, you know, the other one, because it was a touch rougher in terms of the centering and, of course, the edges. So I'm all right with that. Overall, it looks about right for that card, but still do really, really like that card. There we go. One more look at it. I will say I definitely do like the design of the labels on these slabs. They're very clean, very well done, so I can't complain there, because a big thing for me, obviously, is how the labels look, subgrades, things like that. So yeah, and here we go. We got the Flying Pikachu VMAX. Again, a little questionable on the overall grade. So we got 2 10s and 2 9.5s. Yeah, so you're talking a whole point off of a total 40. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that probably should have been a 10 as well. still a cool card, still a good enough grade, so I'll take it. I know that the particular grading company I use for these does not really do. I mean, you rarely see 10s from them. They're pretty harsh on grading, which I mean, I guess is good. I'm sure that if I really want to hammer out some 10s on some of this stuff, I can probably do a PSA submission and get solid 10s. But you know, also though, if you want to pay that extensive price to get that, so we got our second Greninja promo, got a 9 on it. This one slightly worse for wear than the other one. Still a decent enough grade, so I'll take it. Alright, then we got Zamazenta V, the gold one. This one came out of the Ultra Premium Collection box set. You know, 9.5 probably about right for this one. Again, same problem with a lot of the promos. These individually wrapped ones, sometimes you can't knock it out of the park on them. But I do love that card, so I'm definitely happy to have it. Happy to have it slabbed up, because I think it looks great in this presentation, especially with the look of the logo at the top of the slab. Next up, we've got Ushi Oni from the McDonald's promo set. This is a non-foil card from the set. Pretty good grade. I'm not even going to complain with that. Surface, I mean, honestly, as old as this card is and how long I've had it, because this, like any of these McDonald's promo cards, these are all cards that I've basically had in my personal collection since the day they released. So, won't complain about that grade at all. I'm surprised it wasn't worse than that, because a lot of those cards came out real bad in terms of out of the packaging originally. So, all right, we've got ourselves another Exodia piece, the Ryder Arm of the Forbidden One. Also from the Legendary deck set. Man, this one got hit hard on surface. Jeez Louise. Okay. I can see something potentially near the bottom of it. Don't really see any scratching or damage on the foil or on the lettering. Potential dimples in the back. There's a little bit of a scratch or scuff or something I can see right there. So, I don't know. 6.5 might be a little questionable. But again, I don't know. I'm just noticing that a lot of these are having the biggest hits on their scores on the cards more often than not is over surface stuff. So it kind of makes me wonder what the overall method of grading the surface is, because it is slightly questionable that it just happens that all of them have surface issues when most of them are basically packed to sleeve to top loader. Left leg of the Forbidden One from the same set. Got ourselves a 7. Again, really dinged hard on the surface. Got ourselves a Serving Pikachu VMAX 9.5. I think that's about the same grades we got on the Flying one as well. Honestly, I'll just be kind of happy to have all of those particular VMAX Pikachu cards from that set. Slabbed up, it'll look kind of nice in this set, so not terrible. And hell, this one got a 10 on the surface, so go figure. All right, next card. Boy, I'm just breezing through these. Serving Pikachu V 8.5. This one got hit a little hard on the edges, but the corner and the surface as well on this one. Yeah, not really noticing anything too crazy on the surface on this one. But also, I'm having a hard time seeing it. The colors make it a little hard to get a full view of the surface. But I don't see any actual scratches on the foil, so that's interesting. All right. Flying Pikachu V. Got us a 9. Overall, pretty good scores. Edges got hit kind of hard. But, I mean, honestly, I'm not surprised. Like, it's weird. Like, a lot of these newer Celebrations set cards, like, it's really hard for me to be blown away if there's any issues with edges on some of these, because they did not do a great job of, I don't know, like, I think they kicked out so much of this stuff that they kind of printed them crappy. So you had a lot of them that did end up having, like, surface issues, stuff like that. I'm going to move these over because it looks like they are trying to shift and fall over. All right, trucking along. Uranzo, this one is going to be another McDonald's promo, 8.5. I'll take it. Again, surface was the one thing that took the big hit on that one again. Everything else is actually a pretty solid damn score. Looks like I may have to call an audible on sleeving these up as I go. Frog the Jam, also from the McDonald's promo set. 6 point... Okay, that doesn't make any sense. How does it get a 6.5 when you got a lot of 9s? Like, you would think that'd be closer to at least a 7.5 or an 8. Okay, that's definitely questionable. A 6 on the surface. Okay. I don't know. Some of these are a little bit bothersome. Not really sure what the deal is and why everything's got a surface hit. It's a bit frustrating. Alright, Goddess of Whim. We got a 7.5 on that one. See, and that seems more... Man, even that... I don't know. Maybe that should have been closer to an 8. But again, really slammed hard on surface. I guess. I don't really see any scratches. A little bit of wear on the edges, possibly in the corners. But yeah, the surface, I don't know. Again, the surface stuff really kind of starting to bother me a little bit as we go along here. Next card, we've got Cosmo Queen from the McDonald's promo set, 8.5. Good on everything except for surface. Now this one, I do know there is an issue with the surface right here. There's a little bit of a ding, which you can clearly see, and that I kind of expected on this one. So that one, I'm fine with that having a ding on surface grade because you can see it clear as day, and it's right there. Millennium Shield, got us an 8 on it. This one, I also expected to have a little bit of surface issue on it as well, because I do remember seeing a little bit of wear on the surface near the top of the card before I sent it out. But of course, I wanted to have the entire set graded, so I had no issues with sending that out in that particular state. I'm at least aware of that one, you know. All right, got ourselves another Exodia piece, and boy, this one got the piss beat out of it on surface for surface grade. Everything else was good. That surface just really beat it up. Which this one, it looks like I can see a little bit of wear on the surface on it. Do I think it merits a 4? Not really. And even then with a 4, this should still at least have gotten, I don't know, at least a 6 or a 7 with all the 9s on there. I don't know. I don't think the surface is bad enough to merit a 4 on that. So that's a little questionable. There's some of these I may just end up sucking it up and just resubmitting for grading elsewhere. But I really wanted to get this McDonald's promo set done. So these for sure. And see, again, not bad. Dinged on surface. But this one, again, with the way those cards are packed, I kind of expected it a little bit on that one. And it's a non-foil. The foil cards, you should easily be able to see the surface discrepancies on those. Again, with this one, everything's good except for surface. Also from the McDonald's promo set. Alright, we got a Negasonic Eye, also from the McDonald's promo set, 8.5. Everything was pretty well rounded on this one, and I definitely can't complain with it. Again, it's a non-foil. And there were a couple of these that, I did know were slightly flawed, so I didn't really expect to get super, super high grades on them. Next one, we've got ourselves Stuffed Animal with a 9.5 out of the Yu-Gi-Oh! McDonald's set. I'll take it. If anything, it's kind of cool, because I can't think of anybody I know personally or that I've really seen online that has a full set of the Yu-Gi-Oh! McDonald's cards graded, so that's going to be kind of a cool thing to lay claim to. Got ourselves the Gold Oranguru card, 9.5 on it. Still think that probably should have got it at 10. But yeah, centering and edges a little off. I get that, but yeah, with it being that kind of a score, I think it probably still should have been a 10. All right, next card. Got ourselves the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno, the birds, the rainbow foil. Yeah, everything's good except for centering, which that I can't necessarily disagree on. It's very thin on the right side compared to the left. Should have gotten closer to a 9. I think so. I don't think the centering should have thrown the score off that much. But still a really awesome card to have graded. So definitely won't complain too much on that one. Just because the centering is definitely a valid issue on that card. All right, and here is our Cosmic Eclipse Pikachu full art again. Excuse me. And this is one I said that it was clearly going to be the better of the two. Solid 9.5. I'll take that. I can easily recognize the overall condition of that one. And like I said, this one was substantially better than the other one we sent in. And then we got ourselves another Greninja. This one got us a 9.5. So we got two 9.5s and I believe a 9.0. So not bad. It's a pretty cool promo card to kind of stock up on. So slight, small investment piece, nothing too crazy. I mean, I know obviously the price of it raw isn't anything great, but I know that there could be potential for that one. Then we've got the Zacian V gold card from the Ultra Premium Collection box set, 9.5. Again, can't complain too much on that one just because of the way those things are packed. Sometimes it's really hard to get a solid 10 on those. So I'll take a 9.5 all day. We got ourselves a birthday Pikachu from Celebrations. Got ourselves a 9.5. I'm okay with that one. I mean, really, like I said, with the Celebration stuff, they kicked out so much of it. A lot of the cards had a lot of issues with centering, so it was really hard to get solid centering grades on a lot of that stuff. Then we got ourselves Dark Gyarados from Celebrations. Got ourselves a 9.5. Again, I really feel like anything that's like a 38 and above should still be classified as a 10. Like you could do a 10, and then if it's 4 10s across the board, it could be like a gold 10. So I do think that this one should have still been a 10. The centering is off quite a bit from the bottom compared to the top, but I don't think it should still merit a 9.5. I still think it should, with everything else being 10s, it still should have been at least a normal 10. Not a gold 10, but a regular 10 at least. Not a pristine 10, if you know what I mean. We got the Blastoise from Celebrations. Got ourselves a 9 on it. Hit kind of hard on edges. Again, Celebrations problems. Manufactured and kicked out too fast, and some of them just weren't cut and printed with the best quality. I do love that card, though. Then we've got ourselves the Mega Sableye and Tyranitar Gold GX card. Got ourselves a 9. It looked like everything on it was pretty good, except for the corners. So not bad. I do like that card a lot. All right. Then we've got ourselves the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. This is the numbered 1 of 10 Black Parallel from the Big Legend subset from Topps Chrome. This one right here, again, 3 10s and a 9, still should have been a soft 10. Like I don't know. That kind of bugs me a little bit, guys. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can really get on board with that or not. That definitely should have been a solid 10 with that even being an issue. And the surface thing, that's a little questionable too. Usually on Topps Chrome stuff, I mean, you can usually see surface wear and issues pretty easily, and I mean, I don't really see any scratches on the chrome or anything like that on there. So, yeah, definitely questionable. All right, Turtle Bird from the McDonald's Yu-Gi-Oh promo set, 6.5. Again, surface is killing us on these. Probably could have got a lot higher grades on some of these, but these surfaces are just really, really crapping on it. Fairy's Gift, 8.5, not bad. So for the most part, it seems that the majority of our McDonald's set has gotten 8s and higher, which is real nice. So I'm pretty happy with that, considering how those cards are manufactured. And our last card in this graded batch is going to be our Flying Penguin, 7.5. I think this might be possibly our lowest graded one. Or no, I think we had one that was like a 6 or 6.5 or something like that. But yeah, final card in that set. So those are that. And then, of course, we have, again, that Zack Ryder auto relic card, which, of course, because it probably needed a thicker slab, just wasn't going to happen. But overall, big grading haul, like I said. I don't know. I can't say I'm thrilled to death with a lot of the grades. I think some of them are slightly questionable. because I don't know, for all of them to quote unquote have surface issues is I don't know, a bit of a head scratcher, considering, you know, a lot of times if they have that many surface issues, you're going to be able to see them in some form or capacity. But overall, though, I'm happy to have all of these at least slabbed so they're protected from the elements and any possible damage from, you know, anything else like that. So pretty okay with it, but overall, just happy to finally have these in. I've got another grading submission that'll be coming in a couple weeks. And when I get that one in, I'll be doing another unboxing video for those. But guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you for checking it out. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at CollectingRaj. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. And, you know, give me a shout out for good old Zacian V here for being a good old doggo. But guys, that's going to wrap for this video. Thank you for checking it out. And as always, have yourselves an awesome week.